John Hoffman, CEO of GSMA. What an absolute pleasure it is to have you on Euronews. Thank you so much for joining us here at MWC in Shanghai. We have a lot to talk about, but I know you are very short of time here. You're a very busy man. But first of all, I was looking at the numbers, the economic impact of MWC in Barcelona this year, and it was the figures are astronomical.
Huge.
I mean, are you expecting something similar here at MWC in Shanghai?
Well, our event in Barcelona is much bigger. It's about 5-6 times as big. But in Barcelona, we just recently announced 502 million euros of economic impact to Barcelona, Catalonia, and Spain. And since we've been in Barcelona since 2006, we've generated more than 6.9 billion euros of economic impact, and created a lot of part-time jobs, good tech jobs that are coming in with the event. Now here in Shanghai, we're not at the same scale yet, but we'll do another calculation, independent calculation here after the event, and I would expect that we'll be in the maybe close to 100 million euros of economic impact here from MWC Shanghai.
That's incredible. And John, I don't know if you have these numbers at all or even roughly, but what's the attendance here this year at MWC Shanghai?
So we're only in the morning of day 2, a 3-day event, but we're expecting similar to last year, probably around 40,000 people. So we had last year 8,000 companies participate from 115 countries and territories, and I would expect similar, if not bigger numbers, for MWC 24.
And you must be incredibly relieved now as well, with restrictions having lifted here in China, to see a return to normal.
Exactly. So the pandemic, we were able to hold a couple of MWC Shanghais during the pandemic. Unfortunately, people from outside of China were not able to attend, very Chinese focused. But last year was our first back in and international delegations attending. I was able to come. It's so great to bring the international community here to Shanghai and have them attend MWC Shanghai.
And there are so many incredible things just walking around the exhibition floor and seeing all the new tech innovations. But what are you most excited about, John?
Well, we're seeing a lot, under our theme of Future First, we're seeing a lot of innovation out there. We're seeing technology. Obviously, China is very advanced in 5G. 5G now, 5G Advanced is taking hold. China Mobile is one of the global leaders in deployment. China Unicom, China Telecom are trialing the network. So we have a lot of roadmap technology issues. But we also have a lot of other topics, a lot around generative AI. It's a really, really, really big topic. And then we've got all of our verticals. So we've got health vertical, we've got transportation vertical, we've got pharmaceutical verticals, we've got the arts here, and it's really kind of everything under one roof. Mobility, connectivity is at the core, but the vertical applications are really going to drive digital transformation, and that's what MWC Shanghai is all about.
And all of the innovation that we're seeing here, John, what are the sort of challenges for exporting all of these incredible, technology and this innovation we're seeing, say, to European markets, for example?
The great thing about our MWC series here in Barcelona, Shanghai, United States, and Kigali is we're able to showcase the best and the brightest. So we see local technology and services innovation, and then we see international showcasing their activities at the event. So it's both an inbound and an outbound technology transfer, kind of best practices, and we learn from each other, and we challenge and continue to drive innovation through that challenge.
Talking of innovation, John, as well, when you look into the future, that crystal ball, what are the trends and things that you're foreseeing based on your intel and your knowledge of what you're witnessing here today at MWC Shanghai?
We had a discussion yesterday at our Digital Leaders Program, and we were talking about some of the challenges that are facing not only our ecosystem, but the global tech ecosystem as well as the global economy. And I think there was a vote of optimism for technology leading us in the right direction, and then figuring out how to ethically use technology. We have a lot of work to do. We've covered most of the world with GSM technology, 2, 3, 4, and 5G. We're working on 5.5G, and then obviously 6G will be coming. But we still have a lot of gaps. We have some coverage gaps, which we're going to close with non-terrestrial satellite. But then we have the usage gap, and the usage gap is a very large number, billions of people that live under the umbrella of digital coverage but don't have access to it yet. It could be because of price, device capabilities, language. There are many, many factors, and especially gender issues. We find that women around the world still are not at the same level of ability to connect to the internet, the mobile internet. And so those are the kinds of challenges that the GSMA and our colleagues around the world are working very diligently to help solve. It won't happen overnight. But we find that adoption rates of 5G, we were able to have 1 billion users of 5G services in 3 years, whereas past technologies took 10, 12, 15 years to reach 1 billion. So we're moving very, very rapidly, but we still have to pull along and help those that are underserved right now. And I guess that's my hope for the future. I mean, technology will continue to evolve, but it's how we are more inclusive and helping solve some of the world's problems through mobile technology and connectivity, and that's what that's what gets me up every morning and wants me to come to work and do good things on behalf of the GSMA and all of our operator members around the world.
John, that's brilliant, and thank you ever so much for your time and sharing your insights with us on Euronews. It's been an absolute pleasure.
My honor. Thank you, and thanks for coming to MWC Shanghai.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.